Okay. So, a very warm welcome to all of you. So, this is our first time that all the teachers of Lyzon Friendship School, we've gathered on an online platform for the very first kind of a seminar series that we are trying to start today. So, I really hope that this gives us a lot more insight on what other people are doing in other places, and we get to hear such inspirational stories through this series. Only a few things to keep in mind. When one person is speaking, we will all keep our microphones on mute so that we can, all of us, hear everything that's being spoken very clearly. And if you have any questions during the session, there are 3 dots at the bottom right corner. You can click on that and then you will see a chat option. You can put all your questions there, or at the end of the session, you can ask your questions, whatever you are comfortable with. I would also take this opportunity to give a very warm welcome to our speaker today, Bele. And before we introduce the speaker to everyone, I would like to give some time if our principal, Sir Tathang, or our vice principal, Sir Gin, if you want to share anything before we start. Tathang or Sir Gin, do you want to share anything?
Yeah, Rochelle. Since this is the first time that we have a seminar, and I really want to thanks to Bella who accept our invitation to be the guest. So apart from the Lyzon Friendship School, I'd like to thank you, and I hope we'll enjoy your seminar. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tathang. Sir Gin, anything from your side?
Let's get started. It's okay.
Okay, thank you so much. So then I will tell Pitang to please introduce our speaker and then give time to our speaker to have this seminar. Thank you. Pitang, please.
Hello. Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, it's clear.
Sir Pitang, just a
It's
suggestion.
clear. Hello.
If your connectivity is bad, you can turn off your video and just join in with the audio.
Connectivity is okay. Okay.
I think you're audible now.
Good. Okay. Hello. Good evening, everyone. Such a good. And I'm glad to introduce our English person is Asheibam Bele, who is founder of Golden Memory School in Khoibu, Andro, Manipur. And also he founded GMS EcoFarms, and the work which he have done is for us is like we can learn from what he have done from education. Let's if you look at his quite entrepreneurs and giving a good product for the society and the civil organizations, and especially he based on the agriculture product, organic product. The income which his land he gained from the product was utilized for his school management, for especially the primary and the local backward classes. So, and I think he has a good hello. Wait, I think. Hello.
Hi, you are audible.
Am I audible? Okay. I think my network has a little bit problem. So sorry for that. So he has been traveling. We know that he has been traveling from 14 countries, and many. He did his master and educations in agriculture, organic agriculture. So I think we'll learn a lot of things from him, and let's welcome him and to have a good speaker among us. So I hand over our speaker to take his time.
Thank you so much, Pitang, sir. Now we pass the mic to our speaker. Bele, please go ahead and take the stage. Thank you so much.
Good evening, everyone. And thank you, everyone, for this great evening and the opportunity given to me. And I'm very glad to meet new friends and the teachers and all the teachers of Lyzon Friendship School. And one more thing, I'm very happy that this is the first webinar series that I got this opportunity and to share my experience. Actually, I'm from Andro, the what do you say, the remotest place in the Imphal is maybe, and my place is 25 kilometers far from Imphal town. And I started this Golden Moral School in the year 2019, and along with that, I also started GMS EcoFarm inside the campus of this Golden Moral School. And the school is basically for the primary, the pre-nursery to the 5th standard only. And I'm focusing to the people who are not quite affordable to the new system of education. So I have only 53 students right now, and I'm hoping that more students will come in the coming years, and I'm quite happy for those students and the opportunity we got to share with the students. And I have 7 staffs right now, and all the teachers are voluntary, and I didn't give any salary or honorarium for them. And I have a special plan for them that they are all engaged in the agriculture. This is the next slide, please. This is the pictures, and the sitting on the ground is the mentor, not a student of my school, but they are my locality. They are also coming to my school when I gave them the free coaching class before the 10th exam. I have a special program for them since the last 2019. I gave them 3 months residential free coaching class for those students who are going to appear for class 10 examination. So during that time, we have this beautiful picture when all the students are in the evening before they are relaxed time reading. And during the relaxed time, we are engaging in the conversation, and they are cutting the turmeric for grinding and for processing and for our consumption itself. So they are the student only coming for this free coaching class for 3 months, and they are during that time. Those are the students behind 1 or 2 kids are the students staying in my school. But my school is purely day scholar, not residential. And for this students, they came at the school in the morning, 6 o'clock, and my class schedule is from 6 to 9, and then they go back to their own house and eat their lunch and come back to my school in the afternoon. They have a playtime. After that, all the students have self-study and one-to-one interaction with these people, like means class 10 student, 11 student, 12 student. They have a interaction, one-to-one interaction. And next slide, please. Yeah, this is my normal classroom, and I try to make it as simple as it possible, and it is purely open classes. But I have a partition because one class to one class, I have a partition in the middle, but the rest of the classes are all open. And I made it from the locally available resources of bamboo mostly, and these bamboos are I purely collected from the nearby, and some are donated by my neighbors and some are donated by the locality, and all the construction we have made is by myself and the teachers, volunteers, and we used to make this kind of simple school. And the way we designed the decks and tables also, that all the students and their face is one-to-one facing, not just like the normal conventional classes, because I think that this kind of interaction between the students itself makes them aware who is who is meeting every day, and they are familiar their face every time. They are familiar, of course, when they are sitting in the classroom, but they are not seeing their back of the one student, and they are facing face to face, so that they know what they are doing every day while doing the classes. And this kind of environment is I adopted from the Netherlands actually. And I came to know that when children or students, small students, and they are interact more, they are happy actually. Of course, they are happy, and I'm not focusing the students up to fifth standard only to their normal classroom teachings, like only teachings and their by hearts and homework. But I used to give them the opportunity to chat each other and kind of interaction, talking with each other, what they have in at the home. And I also believe that this kind of interaction is for the kids, it's very helpful, because normally the kids should be happy, and their primary education should be fixed on their disciplines only. Of course, disciplines is more important than their normal classroom teachings only on the based on their books. So this kind of environment I provided. Can you go to the next slide? Yeah, this is during the sowing time of the paddy. So when all the students are happy transplanting this paddy from during the cropping season I think it is in the month of July. So they are all the students working on the field, and they know how our foods come from, and what are how these peoples are working hard to get our food. And this makes them aware that how farmers means when they grow up, they know that behind the food there are many people working day and night, so that they will not spoil their food while eating and all this. This is just a message that we are working very hard for you guys. And when they came to know that they came to know that farmers are working day and night to provide our food. That is the message I am giving to the student itself and to the elders who are studying in my campus. And they are also quite happy and enjoyable doing this kind of activities around the campus. Next slide, please. Yeah. Since we are in the era of technology and the internet, now also we are accessing into through the webinar, and since the last 2 years is purely on the online mostly. So I believe that computer and this kind of introduction to the school, even if it is very remote area, we need to try to give them the facility that whatever we can. So in my area in Andro, there are many other private schools are there. They have one or two computers maybe. So all the classes from KG1 to class 10, they all not class 10, class 6 maybe, 6, class 7, 8. From KG1 to class 8, they have a computer class, means subject in the classes, but they are not accessing to the computer. They just read on the computer, and the difference from my school and other school is not like this one. I gave them the computer, but I didn't give them the book, computer book. I have only 2 or 3 books in per classes. So English, maths, science. That's only I gave them. And some classes I provided them Hindi also, basic Hindi and basic Manipuri. And other rest of the books I excluded because people are very hard to buy the books, and that didn't give much knowledge to the students. All the classes have computer classes from class KG to class 6 or 7, but they don't know what is exactly the computer. So I gave them this kind of the facility, and these are the basic things we need to. They don't know how to use it, but they know what is this and what is the difference between the computers and desktop, and the name of the mouse, the name of the keyboard. That is the basic thing they need till up to the 5th standard. And now is the era of this and technology. People know everything from the mobiles and all. But the difference is computers purely for the educational purpose. So until and unless we give them this facility, they will not aware of the things. So we organize this kind of computer classroom, and the main problem is we didn't get the light properly. So we conducted the class very rarely. And yeah, next slide. Yeah, these are the teachers and student interactions in, and when and I think that this pictures explained itself, because the students are all means interacting one and another, because and they are not fighting or this kind of things. When some people during our classes times also, when we are kids, some people pinching their pencil to the one kid, and they're making quite noisy at the time. But we keep this facility round table type, and they interact because of fighting. They interact, and they see each other who is doing what is doing, you know. So they complain a lot, and they know what exactly the other guy doing in front of them. And this facilities also helps them. I think they are not cheating one another. So, And this group discussion is also very much helpful in the other older classes also. Next, please. Yeah. These are my staffs and the students, a little bit older, class 9 and 10. They are making the cob. Cob means the straw and the mud. They are mixing it to paste it in the wall of my classroom. In between the one classes to one another, we have a wall, and we have to make it a mud wall. So this is how they make purely with the student staffs and myself actually. So, and we didn't hire any labor or something, that we do it in the free time. Yeah, this is the ground we have, and we have a playground, and the students and teachers and we are planting the grasses. So we are planting the grass, a field grass. We transplanted the grass from somewhere else and put it in the ground. Now that my ground is completely green. This pictures took 1 or 2 years ago, I think. So now the field is completely green and very nice. Yeah, same. Yeah, this is the one that the students and teachers start making the cob, you know. Yeah, the slides ends, but and the one thing I mentioned in my what is the description, that my students are all from the farmers family, and farmers means mostly the landless farmers came from the landless farmers. Yeah, and they are not able to afford even the 150 to 200 rupees fees per month. So I started this kind of opportunity, that those who want to donate for, there is one line, something whereas, can you please go to this one, the Great 100. There is a link, the Great 100.
Okay. 1 minute.
Yeah, anyway, the Great 100 is something we started, means to help this kid. Whoever want to donate 200 rupees per month will have the opportunity of one child to study free of cost in the school. Yeah.
The Great 100 is na?
Yeah. The Great 100 is, it is mentioned here when I started this kind of initiative also, that some of my friends who are willing to donate rupees 200 per month will allow one student to study in my school free of course, or yeah, and people are donating. And nowadays I stopped this one because only 53 students are there, so that I can manage. And if the students are increasing, and the numbers of the teachers will be increasing of course, so I cannot give all the teachers the facility of working in my field, so and I limited the teachers. And this kind of initiative is also very much for the remote area that the government cannot access all the time. So we, the volunteers, can start this kind of initiative, so that the teachers also getting some small amount of money per month as an honorarium, or for as a token of appreciation maybe. So I got like 50 to 60% every month And this also helped me a lot to buy the marker or some other things. And by the side, besides this, my teachers are working in the field, and they are doing like fishery, piggery, and poultry. And after they are selling these products, they got some profit. Then they are also helping buying the marker and some books of the students and something like that. So this is one-to-one contribution for giving opportunity to the students and those who are not able to afford this highly, what do you say, paid schools. Yeah, and it's better if you ask question, then I can give more brief. Otherwise, that means and if I'm talking alone, then I don't know where to go and what are missing. You know, if you have some question, then I can definitely give the exact. What if anyone interested in the farming or in the way of the school started, or the how I'm prospecting for the future. Yeah, is there any question or?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I have one question. So
Yeah.
this idea was really very nice, and means all you have work you have done and you are doing is so realistic. So
Yeah.
basically, you only say about that. So where you came idea of doing these things, and what is the inspiration for this?
Yeah. This I started this school when because I'm an enthusiast farmer. I want to means be a proud farmer, you know. When I come back from the Netherlands, I went to every door of the bank. I didn't get any loans, and I went back to the Delhi, and I worked for 1.5 years in the Ministry of Agriculture, New Delhi Krishi Bhavan, as a technical officer. And I saved some money, saved money for 1.5 years. And from that, I came back to my hometown that is in Andro, and I started this small farm. When I do this farm, and I went to the place that you guys came, you know, and from there, I came to see many students are going very far, and they are not able to get in time, and those students are very small and looks very touching and they are very much in trouble sometimes, because during the rainy time and during the very hot summer time. So I'm thinking why we should not start one kind of school giving just a basic education nearby these villages. So I came this mind, and I start cooperating, means volunteering some people. I requested them why not come for 3 hours and make them give some basic education, you know. And they are also studying in other state like Delhi, Chandigarh, and came back to my hometown. They are not doing anything, just they are just lost their hopes. What shall we do? That, you know, the youngsters, the youth. So I collected them, and I called them, and discussions was going on from every week to every Sunday or every Saturday. And then idea came up, like, let's start one school for giving basic education, and you have to be volunteered, and I will give the opportunity to farm in my campus. And the school hours is only for 3 hours. We can sacrifice 3 hours a day. So like that, and we started this kind of cooperating one another, and the school was established, and now the farm also coming up gradually. Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Pradeep, please go ahead if you have anything to say.
No,
Sorry
no,
to
I
cut.
just said thank you.
Dana, you can go ahead. I was just asking if anybody had any questions.
All right, all right. Thank you. Then I'll go ahead. Okay, Bele. First of all, it's very inspiring to hear your courageous step that you took
Mm,
after coming back from a foreign country to your
yeah.
hometown, which is very remote, and
Mm,
decided to do work that has never been done by many other people, even
mm,
by the community. It's a great initiative, and thank you so much for bringing that inspiration to all of
yeah.
us.
Yeah.
My question is about the school that you have made in a very interactive model, even in
Yeah.
the classrooms, and also
Yeah.
even in terms of um, in, in terms of the practice they do at the school. They
Yeah.
also work in the farm. They also help you out in cutting, harvesting, etc. Also go to the classrooms and
Mm,
still learn and teach.
yeah.
So and also you have mentioned about the different type of activities where
Yeah.
children are actually interacting and they're avoiding a lot of negative actions
Mm,
that they could have taken, like for example
yeah.
fights, etc.
Mm,
So
yeah.
do you think my question is that do you think interactive environment and also such a model of a classroom arrangements of desk and sitting arrangements are quite different, so activity based classrooms as well as an interactive based classrooms, do you think that it is also influencing their academic performance? And what I would like to know from your perspective, from your school, how your students perform academically alongside all such new things or new innovations that you have brought in for them.
As you mentioned that they have, I came to know that they have lots of means avoid negative influences, But the thing is that means uh, the school where it is located was the mostly the dropouts and those who are not getting the formal education properly, So this is we have to start gradually, not it's not like a rocket science, So first I let them learn the basic discipline. I'm not focusing mostly on the books. That this is not appreciated by their parents because the parents wants their kids to be say, for example, my name is Bele, my school name is like that, But I taught them purely our mother tongue language, Some parents are very much appreciated, but some parents are not appreciated because the locality where I am doing the school is their parents are also mostly illiterate, So they can see only the conventional type of schooling. And this is the first school that I introduce as kinds of activity. I focus them more on the practical type of things because student will get more practical, then gradually, this is my belief, I don't know, it might be wrong, but when I went to the Netherlands and all, I used to see that children are very much happy doing their work and all. The school kids are not taking any books from their home. Or everything is available in the school itself. They are not giving any homework also in the very much primary schools, So this cannot be adopted quickly. So I first let them adapt it to the environment slowly. And by the time I teach them a small, like simple English, my name is, or that not in the book, just by heart, by what you say, by the rhymes or maybe some, that. And the kids are enjoying the game very much. When I say means take examples of 4 fruits, that are green. They will find the way to bring out, and when I ask them, go to the four different fruits in the ground, or means in the campus itself. They will run and just hold the plant, and that make them aware that this is a guava, this is a what to say, lemon, this is a jackfruit. They know this kind of things in the activity in the real world, you know. When they learn only from the book and they don't see the real things, then they forget sometimes. When they come and during the assembly time also, when I ask them, what is, can you name one fruit that are yellow? They will definitely say, some will say banana, and some will say, argue that it's a green, because they see the raw banana also and the ripe banana also, you know. And this is the real thing that, and they gradually know this kind of thing. So I want them to be more interactive than just sitting in the classroom, for world classroom, and do the teacher-student interaction only. They are interacting with themselves also, and they are very much aware that this kind of environment is, I see from the Netherlands itself, not from here. So I just want to adopt and just want to try it in my own school, you know.
Yes,
Thank you so much.
thank you for sharing. I want to share one thing, that you explain all the things about the experiential learning, and actually I am reading about that in last year, and I also read about the green school in Bali and all that thing. The education system you are talking about is a really new, and that is need of the today's world, but we are unfortunately can't able to follow that just because of traditional paths and all the things. Thank you for sharing. I am really happy to hear.
Okay. Yeah, every form is very good by itself actually, and one form is not better than the other form. But the thing is that what are we are comfortable, we have to use it, you know. I'm not totally against, I'm not against this conventional type of schooling, but what I'm saying is that I want them to be happy, and I want them to be more disciplined, and I want them to be more practical, because in today's world, people are doing only the by heart system or some other else, you know. So that I want to be very, because I came to learn from the Netherlands that people are not knowing that where this milk come from, you know. Yeah, where this milk come from. That's why the school started in the Netherlands. That means they are putting the curriculum that they have to be, the student have to go to the fields twice a week, you know. This is the system they started, because today's world, the kids are not knowing where their foods come from, because they only see the foods come from the supermarket, not from the field. That lost the interaction between the real food and the people, you know. So this will be happen soon in the future in our society also, but it will take time. But we have to start from something else, that we can educate them the way they are very much adapted to. This is what I believe.
Hi, Bele. Thank you so much for patiently answering all our questions.
Yeah.
Does anybody have any questions? Anyone from the... Okay, then Bele, I have one question for you.
Yeah. No problem.
Yeah. So something that I'd seen in your school when I visited, and something that you have spoken about today, that you have been able to get the exposure of a different kind of education system that's practiced in the European countries.
Yeah.
But I guess something that you also mentioned, that many parents are not very supportive of the way you carry out education in your school.
Yeah.
So how do you go about this challenge? Because I guess it is very important to have our parent community also very invested in the students' education.
Yeah.
So how do you communicate with them, or how do you tackle this problem? Is something, if you can throw a little light on, it will be really nice.
Yeah, you know, this one, parents wants their kids to be the best in their counterparts, you know. When one kid is seems like very smart, that when like people are, one student is studying in the English medium school and one studying in just like my school, right? Then definitely the school, the one who go to the English school will speak more English or more other languages. But the thing is that they don't know the real thing, what is it is, you know. So the student, that what we learn means, what I believe is, up to the 5th standard, what student will learn, you know. We have to be teach them that this plant, because when I asked to the student in the class 3 or 4, what is photosynthesis? They will say photosynthesis is the process of making food by the plant, something like it, you know. But they don't know what is it, you know. But the environment what I'm giving, I'm trying to give them is just take them to my to the field. They see the plant. This is the plant. They are giving you the oxygen. They don't know oxygen. Of course, it is not visible, you know. Then I let them stop breathing for 1 minute or something, whatever, how much they can stop breathing, you know. Just hold your breath, then they understand they need air or something that are breathing, you know. This, what you are breathing is given by this plant, you know. Then you have to be very much take care of this plant, you know. Like that, I'm giving them the real education. After the, what is it, after 5th or 6th standard, gradually they definitely, KG1 to class 5 is a very long journey. If they learn 3 or 4 words in one class, then definitely when they reach class 5, they will learn all the basic necessary things that need to be understand to understand the book, you know. Because we don't have our own mother tongue to teach them. We are totally reliable on the other English language. So we have to be teach them very slowly since the KG1. KG1, we let them know only 10 or 5 words, meaning with example, with real life, you know. Then the next 5 more words. Slowly, when they reach class 5, they will understand nearly 150 or 200 words English or something. Then people are, whatever I'm speaking since the 612, we are using only about 50 to 60 words, you know, 50 to 60 words we are using English. So if they know 300 words means enough to understand the book, you know. So gradually, we have to be very patient, and we need to convince the parents that this will be your ultimate goal, that your children know the basic meaning of the words or sentence written in the book, you know, not just by heart and getting the marks. I sometimes completely wipe out these exam types also, you know. But their parents want very much how much my children got in maths, how much my children got in something like that, you know. But what I told them is like, be patient. Be patient. I guaranteed your child will be best after this class 5 or 6 standard, because this is what they need, you know. And we have to convince the parents also, because whatever they have to learn up to the 5th standard means they have to learn their own mother tongue, or maybe simple English, or what, with the meaning, you know. This is the plant, this is the guava, because otherwise they will forget in just next year. If they live one more year, they will forget everything. My kids, right now, in my campus, 10 students are there. Some friends are visiting my place yesterday. Yesterday, and they asked many questions about fruits and color, everything. They still remember. I was totally amazed, you know. I was totally surprised that they all remember, and they grasp their mind that, well, this is the things that they didn't forget whatever they experienced in their life, you know. And they forgot whatever is written in the book, but they have a memory that this is the plant, and this is the color, and this is what they need to be answered when asked, you know.
Thank you so much, Bele. So all our teachers and all the viewers, this is our last chance of asking any question if we have, or else we'll slowly wrap up the session for today. If anybody has any more questions, so in the chat box I don't see any question. So I guess then I'll take the opportunity to thank you, Bele, from all of Lyzon Friendship School. And if you want to share any last comments before we wrap this up, we'll be happy to hear you.
Yeah, I'm very much happy to meet all the new friends here, but just by I see only the names. Some I see the face also, but the things that means I'm sorry that my presentation might not be good, because I'm very busy nowadays and I didn't prepare so well. I asked Diana to make some presentation, like I send these photos only. So next time I will try to be very professional, and maybe some more interactive way. I just come back home after one meeting, and I'm right now very busy for the coming up election, and I'm going to be one of the intending candidate for my constituency. And I want to be promote this kind of facility to the new youngsters, and focusing on more on the agriculture side, you know. And so I could not make the presentation, sorry everyone. So next time I will make nice presentation so that I will not miss what I want to say, you know. And actually I'm speaking English after so many long, so it's tongue-tied and it's not fluent actually. So since 2015 I'm not speaking any English language words, because I try to be more on the mother tongue, because now when I addressing to my people, I try to avoid as much as English, you know. I try to avoid all the English when I speak to my audience, and this also make me little tight in my tongue to frequently speaking this English, you know. When I was in the Netherlands, I'm more with the English people and the USA and Australia. We are very much fluent in English, you know. Nowadays I'm not talking too much English, so it might not be more comfortable to you guys. So next time I think I'll speak more nice English also. So anyway, and if any questions or any want to know more about me, you can text me or send emails. I'm almost open to everyone. And right now, I'm still communicating with the many students who want to go to abroad for studying, especially in the Netherlands. Now, I was the ambassador of the student study in Netherlands. And so I'm still communicating with many students who want to study in Netherlands, and I could help them if they are interested. And I was very happy for this opportunity, and I hope we will meet next time also, means if possible every month or sometime, because and if people are interested. Yeah.
I guess I will just request all our teachers to switch on their videos for one time. I guess then Bele can see all of us, and Pushkar then can take a screenshot of this session for our memory.
Yeah.
If I would just request all of you to just switch on your videos and show your faces for just maybe a minute or so.
Yeah. So where are you now?
So we are all in Singngat.
Oh, you're in Singngat. Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. All of us are in Singngat and in more or less in Churachandpur.
Yeah, maybe I will visit one day so that I can interact in live interaction. That will be more fun.
Definitely, or else we'll all try to come down to your school one day for exposure.
No problem. Yeah.
So Pushkar, is everybody visible?
Yes, sir. Again, KK, Pithang, Siam, sir. Can you please on your camera? Okay, done.
Okay. Tathang, any last words before we, Tathang or Diana or anybody, any last words before we close the session for today?
Yeah. Since today I could not have the chance to speak because we have the program here. So very sorry to say that. So today is Bele, your works is very, what to say, give me inspiration, and
thank you.
And we appreciate, and please keep it up your good work, and hope to see you soon in Singngat. And
thank you.
Yeah, whenever we have any free time, you can come and visit us.
Yeah, sure, I will visit one day.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the closing time, and I think the seminar ended just perfectly timed. So thank you so much, Bele, again.
Thank you.
It's been wonderful, and we really hope to come down to your farm with all our teachers, and we can actually be a part of your very interactive school program one day. And also we invite you whenever you're free. Everyone welcomes you in Singngat.
Okay.
And thank you so much again. So hopefully we will invite you again for as a part of our series with some more areas that you would be comfortable talking and sharing with us. And we will definitely keep in touch.
Yeah, sure. And it will be very nice if it is topic wise, and I could also make the slides so that I will not miss any point. Otherwise, it's
right.
Monologue is not very much comfortable to me. Dialogue will be more
perfect.
nice.
Maybe next time you can bring in more insights on organic farming. Since today we heard a lot on the education part, maybe on different types of farming and sustainable structure for communities, parents, etc. So there is already a topic there for you.
Yes, sir. I will share whatever I have.
All right.
And I need to learn many from you guys also, because you guys are doing the what is the very noble job. And I will visit one day, and let's meet frequently in the through webinar or some possible physically, or maybe I will visit, come down there one day. So I have a meeting at 7:20, so I will leave now. Please don't mind, okay? I will leave down.
Okay.
Thank you, everyone, and
Sure,
see you.
no problem.
Bye bye.